sideline. There's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys holding their own, 6-2 over their last 8. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys hoping to give their fans a holiday win here on this Thanksgiving night. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away.
It's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s. Trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Play action. Stafford. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's another Baltimore.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Ravens at 6-5 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devon Varen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Bengals first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Here's McKee.
Bengals first down.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
McKee now to throw.
at the 47-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, McKee. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. To speak of, call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stafford now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And now a fake on a jet sweep, but instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to
From the 50, Stafford. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Stafford. The result only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. We'll get that complete to Velo. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And
they'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
James. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's James. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan James with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. McKee. Short throw held in by Trimble. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
And McKee now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And McKee will look to throw it. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McKee. It's complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
14 more yards. That's another Bengals.
McKee to throw here. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down.
They'll look to throw again. Right side to Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McKee going over the middle and finds Williams. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's good for a Bengals.
Montgomery going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess you're going to see some plays like that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to do that, but it's not like you can just abandon the run. You got to keep taking your shots, don't you?
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from them, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Back to throw. McKee. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bengals.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One of the best in the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. McKee. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Stafford. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get out near the 45. They'll spot at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Stafford. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Here's McKee. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. McKee now to throw. On the move past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Back to throw, McKee. Got a man, and that's Liddell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bengals 1st down.
Montgomery back to the ground. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Off-play action. McKee. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Gano's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
At the 24-yard line.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And will find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Stafford. And he's caught by Vele. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. A little juke. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First and 10 at the 38.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's James. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. And they'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch the lead down to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And McKee now. That was going to be it's out, it's loose. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down.
And pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Bengals' 37-yard line.
On the ground, it's James. Shoves him away. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
And Stafford's, and he fouled it. It's on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. with 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Our game tonight, the third of 3 on this Thanksgiving Day. And Charles and I want to take a moment to thank the NFL for what they have done, calling today's slate of games the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration. And that's what it is. It's a celebration. Really honoring the life of our namesake John Madden and his deep love of both family and football, those being married together on this special day. And we hope you are having a tremendous Thanksgiving wherever you're taking this. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Bengals.
And McKee will look to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 7.
Second down and 3.
At the Ravens' 11-yard line.
McKee. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. McKee. And trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jonathan Grenard able to get outside the numbers and drop it for a loss of a yard. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Stafford. He'll try and do that. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, McKee. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
McKee to throw here. No, and that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Play action. Stafford. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. Gets past one man. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This ball caught by McIntosh. But we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41.
Stafford now to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. To throw is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And it'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
That's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Edmonds on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's the give to McIntosh. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. McKee. Got a man. That's Liggett. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
2 yards. And the Bengals first down.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Bengals first down. A gain of 14. First down, Cincinnati.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's McKee. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Once more, Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. McKee now to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Terry McLaurin from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They play with James. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
James. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The 36-yard line.
That is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, McKee. Open middle left side. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Now the ball comes loose. They have this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's James. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.